Hey guys, what's up? This is Mel, and I'm here to talk about episode 1109 titled Oh Brother, Where Art Thou?, which premiered Wednesday, December 9th, 2015 on the CW, and it's the mid-season finale. And guys, what in the world happened? I mean, I'm still shocked by it, and it's been 2 hours since it ended for me. So, wow. So, before I continue, just a reminder, if you haven't seen the episode, please go watch it now. I highly advise you go watch it now. You want to experience it for yourself, for sure. And then come and see what I have to say, what I picked up, and what I have questions for, because I will be spoiling the hell out of it. And instead of taking up my 10 minutes to try to recap the episode, which I know will take longer than 10 minutes, I want to get right down to it and talk to you guys in the sense that you've already watched it. So, with that said, let me start the 10-minute clock I have, and let's begin. So what is something new that we learned in this episode? So first we see that Amara is trying to do everything she can to get a meeting with God, and she basically kills a bunch of his favorite people, she calls it, and it's basically religious groups or churchgoers, priests, like people who truly believe in God. She's basically killing them and hoping that that provokes a reaction in God, but it takes a while until God makes a move. She's killing people in religious groups, nothing. She kills a priest and his church followers, nothing. She even feeds on them in a church, nothing at all. He doesn't react until she kills 3 angels. Then God reacts to Mara's actions, and it doesn't look pretty for her. And in the midst of all that, she actually come across Dean, or Dean finds her. He feels this pull towards her, and they share a few words. And apparently Dean does not like them at all, and they share a kiss too, which I have issues about. I'll get right back to it. And while that Winchester is dealing with the darkness, we have our other Winchester, Sam, having the plan to see Lucifer to get answers about the visions he's getting from God. And he goes to Crowley and Rowena for help. Crowley, because he gets them Rowena, and she's needed to get the spell from the Book of the Damned that could help them bring Lucifer to them without actually releasing him from the cage and protecting Sam at the same time. And that meaning is very enlightening for sure, and surprising, and I'll definitely go into it later, but let's just say it does not go as planned for sure. A most shocking moment has to deal with Sam, because the episode ends with Sam being pulled in the cage by Lucifer, and apparently Lucifer drops the bombshell that it was him that was behind all the visions that Sam was getting. They were not God's visions. Apparently, when the darkness was released on everyone, it weakened the cage enough that Lucifer could influence Sam and implant these visions in his head where he needed to go to Lucifer. I was shocked by that. I actually thought that God was saying, you need Lucifer's help. So it's like, whoa. But then again, it makes sense how it would be Lucifer who's trying to get Sam down there, because Lucifer is trying to get Sam to accept it as a vessel so that he can go topside and deal with the darkness. Though I don't think he'd deal with the darkness. I think he might actually side with the darkness. So it's just very shocking, and yet very Lucifer that this happened. So it's a very awful way to leave us viewers for a holiday hiatus with Sam being trapped in the cage. I mean, just poor guy for sure. So, top 3 favorite moments. First one has to be Lucifer's return. I know he's the evil bad guy, he's the devil himself, but like, the fact that we have not seen Lucifer in the present day since 5/12, 6 years ago actually, in episode 5/12, and the season finale many thought would be the series finale, we haven't seen Lucifer since then. And then we have in the present day. But then we saw Lucifer again in season 7 when we're dealing with Sam's hallucinations, dealing with hell. So it's been about 3 or 4 years since we've actually seen Lucifer's face on screen again. So just to see him return like this was fantastic, despite the fact that he's such an evil character. The way Lucifer's played, it's very unique. I'll give you that. It's one thing I liked about Lucifer. He's not the stereotypical personification we've always perceived Lucifer to be, if that makes sense. So I did like that. Although now I'm worried about Sam. Just saying. Next favorite moment has to be Dean's encounter with Amara, because he's learning quite a bit about her, and he's actually tries to kill her too, but apparently the knife just shatters instead of impaling itself in Amara. Now, not sure if that's because it's Amara that he's trying to kill, or if it's because it's Dean who's trying to kill Amara. Would the knife still shatter if it was Sam who was trying to kill Amara, or if it would shatter if anyone tried to kill Amara, because she is the darkness and not some regular mortal weapon is going to kill her. So I don't know. But we definitely hear about Destiny being bonded, her being the original mark, actually. You know how Dean was the bearer of the mark of Cain? Amara reveals that she's actually the original bearer of the mark, which makes sense. So I guess it's kind of the mark of Amara and not the mark of Cain, I guess, if that makes sense. I don't know. But Dean learns quite a bit about it, and a lot of it he doesn't like. And apparently she's not concerned with the fact that Dean's trying to kill her. She knows that he can't resist her for long, which is frightening. Another favorite moment, we got to see Crowley and Rowena. I can never say her name properly. Rowena. We get to see her, both of them again, and they're trying to help Sam talk to Lucifer, because of the fact that if he holds the key to locking the darkness away, then that saves all their butts. And we see Rowena ogling Lucifer, calling him an alpha male, and like basically having a crush on him. And Crowley's just not having it. It's like, oh my god, I can't believe I'm hearing this type thing. And it's amusing for sure. Although we know that Crowley's afraid of Lucifer, and he doesn't want him out of the cage, because that means he has to submit to Lucifer again, especially when Lucifer wanted to kill all demons to begin with after he took over the world. But Rowena, her little attraction with Lucifer has me doubting whether or not she wants to keep him in the cage or not. And it has me wondering about a few things for sure. Top 3 peeved moments, I actually only have 2. One of them is the fact that Amara kissed Dean. I don't like it. I mean, just the last time you saw her, she was a little girl, so it kind of messed with my head, even though I do prefer that it's her, the adult Amara, that's making a move on Dean than a teen Amara for sure. But I do have a question, though, for sure about it. When Amara kissed Dean, she actually looked like she was trying to suck Dean's soul first, but when nothing happened, then she moved in for the kiss. So I'm wondering if there's something preventing her from sucking out Dean's soul, or if it was just like she changed her mind in that moment and decided to go kiss him instead of feed on him. So that was something. Another peeved moment was the fact that we did not see God at all. It kind of made me feel like Amara for a second. She's trying to call on God and have him face her, and yet he's not showing himself. The only time we see him is when he creates that whole lightning storm and like throws this huge funnel of lightning at her to summon her up after she kills those angels. But we don't actually see a face. Although I did sympathize with Amara. She's doing everything she can to get her big brother to notice her, to approach her, to confront her and everything. She's trying to do everything, and she's acting as if like she's a forgotten child, like she's been abandoned. It's like, why won't you listen to me? Why won't you talk to me? It's like, what did I do? And like he's just ignoring her. So I can understand why she's trying to do everything to get his attention, but it's still a shame that we don't actually get to see him yet, which kind of irritated me. So a moment I'll remember most about this episode, Lucifer's return, for sure. I mean, how can you not pinpoint this episode as that thing? So random questions. First one, where's Castiel? First off, wouldn't you think that the Winchesters are trying to get into the cage to talk to Lucifer? Don't you think Castiel would be there to kind of either support them or trying to tell them this is a very bad idea? So it's very surprising that he was nowhere to be seen, and he wasn't trying to help them in any way. So it was kind of disappointing that Castiel wasn't there. And if I remember correctly, was the last time we saw him when we had to deal with Metatron? If that's the case, where the hell is he right now? It's like, where is he if he's not at the bunker binging on TV shows? Next question. What does Amara mean by her and Dean becoming one as its destiny? Initially, I'm thinking something sexual between that, and I don't want to. I really don't want to think of them like that, but that's how else. It's either like that or I'm thinking vessels, which still doesn't make sense either. I mean, what do you think when someone says we're going to become one? It's either in a sexual way, for obvious reasons, or in supernatural terms, that means demonic possession or angel possession, which is vessels and stuff. And she claims that it's destiny because they both hold the mark. He wears her mark, basically. And we haven't seen Dean's arm yet, so we don't even know if he still has the mark or not after the whole spell that released her. But if that's the case, Cain held that mark. So wouldn't they, Amara and Cain, be destiny? Or is it because Dean holds the mark and he's the one who released her, and that's why it's their destiny to become one? I'm not sure what she means by that. I definitely have to rewatch it. But what did you guys think about it? Or what is your interpretation about her words for that? Let me know, please, in the comments. I'd love to hear about it for sure. Another question. Do you think Rowena, purposely rigged... Sorry. There is a timer. Okay, question. Repeat again. Do you think Rowena purposefully rigged the warding that was around the fake cage? Or was she truly trying to help Sam and Crowley and Lucifer just got the better of the warding? I mean, I don't really know where Rowena stood in that moment. She was ogling over Lucifer, and yet she holds no loyalties to Crowley except for that deal they made. So, where did she lie? Did she purposely do her best to do the spell, or did she tweak it in a way that so Lucifer could overpower it later? I don't know. I don't even know which one I would prefer either way. Next question. So in that mock cage, my question is, was Lucifer actually transported to that cage, or did the spell allow for a projection of Lucifer from the cage to be put in that mock cage, so he's not technically out of the cage? And then all that wording was to protect Sam from Lucifer's effects. Let me know in the comments below. I was still trying to figure out how this whole spell was meant to work. And with that said, if we got to see inside the cage, why didn't we see Michael in the cage? Which is also leading to why I think it's a projection spell, because if they actually transfer Lucifer from the cage, then wouldn't Michael be with him and we'd see both of them? But if it was just a projection, then the spell would have only projected Lucifer to that mock cage, if that makes sense. I don't know, I thought it was very weird that we see Lucifer in the cage, but we don't see Michael in the cage. So if you have any answers about that, let me know for sure, please, in the comments. Next question. If it takes killing angels for God to seek out Amara with that funnel of lightning that he threw at her at the very end, what does that mean for them? Where are they now? Are we even going to see them in the next episode, or is it going to be a while until we see that confrontation between them? But he definitely didn't like that she was killing off his angel creations, for sure. I mean, can't really blame him, but then, I thought humans were his greatest creation. So there's that question. So moving on to predictions quickly. It was revealed, if you saw the promo for the next episode, Supernatural doesn't return until January 20th. That's Wednesday still, January 20th. Though on Futon Critic, where I get all my episode synopses and scheduling about the show, it says it doesn't return until the 27th. So mark your calendar for the 20th, because it's better to be a week early in preparation than a week behind. So January 20th for the next episode 1110. And I'm telling you right now, go watch the promo for that. It's truly hilarious. It's the Christmas episode for Supernatural, and the promo is just, I laughed my ass off, for sure. Sorry if I swore for you. But basically you see Christmas, and you get Crowley in a onesie opening up a Christmas present, and one of them is a Sam Funko Pop doll that he's excited to get. And he's referring to Rowena as mommy, and he's excited to see Santa. I mean, I could watch that promo over and over again, and it would still be hilarious. It's just, I have no words. It's go watch it for sure. Find it on my Tumblr, go watch it, or type it into YouTube, Supernatural 1110 promo, go watch it. I repeat, go watch it. So, with that said, another part of the promo shows Sam being stuck in the cage with Lucifer still. Next plan is going to be trying to get him out. And from the bits and pieces outside of Crowley's Christmas, I think Dean is trying to figure out a way to do that. So, predictions overall. I guess we're going to see whether or not Lucifer is going to be released from the cage or not. If that's the case, is he going to take on his former vessel, or is he going to take Sam as a vessel? That's another question itself. We're going to get, hopefully we'll get to see Amara confronting Big Brother God there. Hopefully we actually see his face instead of having this booming voice or her only being able to hear him. That would be annoying. But hopefully we see the two of them face to face. Hopefully we'll get some flashbacks between how her whole banishment happened, or just like how the whole struggle and conflict between them happened. I definitely want to see a flashback between the two of them for sure. What else? Yep, that's pretty much all I can think about. So yeah, what did you guys think of the episode? I mean, what a way to end this 2015 for Supernatural for sure. It's just I wasn't expecting Sam to be stuck, although I should have, with the way it was set up. It's still surprising for sure. The fact that Dean tried and failed to kill Amara, surprising yet not. Although there's another question for you: is it that Dean's the only one that can't kill her, and someone else can, or she's just not killable? Which is why she has to be sealed away. Anyways, any of that, let me know in the comments below, as well as your own thoughts, predictions, theories about what's to come. I'd love to hear about it for sure. We got about 6 weeks until the new episode comes back on January 20th. So let's fill our time out with trying to think up these theories on what's to come. Love to hear about it. Also, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, check out my other videos, and to share this with anyone else in the Supernatural family. Spread the word around. Let's get this fan base growing. Let's see how far this story can go. I'd love to see where it can go. It just keeps getting better and better for sure, in my opinion. And it's great to see all these returning faces again. I love it. Also, if you want any more news about Supernatural, whether that's promos, episode synopses, episode stills, episode gifs, episode quotes, any of that, check out my Tumblr page. Link for that will be down below. Anything I come across, I will reblog it back on my Tumblr, and it's usually sorted appropriately, so you can always find it like that. But follow that if you want to keep up to date with what I find, for sure. Also, for episode synopses purposefully, I usually find them on Futon Critic, and those usually come out 2 weeks before the episode's meant to air. So if you want to check that out yourself, or if mark those times, check out my Tumblr, and chances are they'll be up within that week. For sure. Also, if you want a more detailed recap of the episode, a play-by-play, if you will, check out my LiveJournal account. Link for that will be down below. It'll include, like I said, play-by-play of what happens in the episode, as well as in-moment thoughts you get from me. And I usually quote a few memorable quotes in there as well. And I sometimes go back and add dialogue GIFs that I reblog from Tumblr for sure. Those definitely help me pinpoint where in an episode something is happening, or if I'm looking for a specific moment. So, LiveJournal, check that out if you want a recapped version of the episode. Tumblr if you want any more news and stuff like that, for sure. And that's about it. So, since we do not return with a new episode until January 20th, then this is the last video I'm going to talk about with Supernatural for 2015. So, I just want to thank you all for listening to the first half of the season, my episodes for that. Thank you for that. Truly appreciate it. You don't know how much that means to me. I hope you come back and listen to future videos, whether it's for Supernatural or for any of my other videos for shows I cover. Truly appreciate it for sure. It means the world to me. And since it is the holiday season, I want to wish you all a happy holidays, wherever you are, whatever you're celebrating. Just embrace the time, share it with your friends and family, spread the joy, spread the cheer, and be thankful and be grateful for sure. And continue it on after the holidays. Make it full year round for sure. Yeah, and Happy New Year as well, since next time you'll hear me is in 2006 or 2016. I went back 10 years. I'm so sorry. I'm tired. So this is Mel. Wish you all a happy holidays, a happy new year, and have a great day wherever you are. Bye for now.